The stock market is climbing again. AI stocks are back in the spotlight. Wall Street is celebrating another rally. But beneath the headlines, three warning signs are flashing at the same time. Oil prices are surging, bond yields are climbing, and the Federal Reserve may not be finished fighting inflation. On their own, none of these guarantees a market crash. Together, they could become something much bigger. Here's the strange part. Most market crashes don't begin when everyone is terrified. They begin when confidence is at its highest. They begin when investors believe every dip is a buying opportunity. They begin when the biggest companies seem unstoppable. They begin when good news is expected and bad news gets ignored. That's exactly why this moment deserves attention. Because while millions of investors are focused on the AI revolution, almost nobody is asking a harder question. What happens if rising oil prices keep inflation alive? What happens if that forces the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates higher for longer? And if that happens, the biggest winners of today's rally could become tomorrow's biggest losers. By the end of this video, you'll understand why three completely different stories may actually be one story. Artificial intelligence, oil, and the Federal Reserve. And you'll understand why the next market decline might not look anything like the crashes most people remember. Let's be clear about one thing first. This isn't another prediction that the market will crash tomorrow. Nobody knows that. Instead, this video connects the biggest economic forces shaping the market right now. The AI spending boom, the rise in oil prices, persistent inflation, higher bond yields, and the difficult decisions facing the Federal Reserve. Individually, each one matters. But together, they create a chain reaction that could determine where stocks go next. Understanding that chain reaction matters because today's market looks stronger than it actually is. On the surface, stock indexes continue reaching impressive levels. But underneath, the picture is becoming far more complicated. A handful of massive technology companies are doing much of the heavy lifting. Oil is becoming more expensive. Borrowing costs are climbing. And inflation refuses to completely disappear. History shows that markets become vulnerable when optimism is high. But the economic foundation starts to weaken. And that's exactly where this story begins. If someone looked only at the stock market, they'd think the economy was entering another boom. Major indexes have continued moving higher. Artificial intelligence companies have led the rally. Chip makers have attracted billions of dollars. Investors continue pouring money into anything connected to AI. From the outside, it looks unstoppable. But another market is telling a completely different story. The bond market. Treasury yields have been climbing. That usually happens when investors expect higher inflation or higher interest rates. Then there's oil. Energy prices have also been rising. And that affects far more than just gasoline. Every truck, every airplane, every shipping company, every manufacturer, nearly everything people buy becomes more expensive when energy costs rise. So now the market is sending two completely opposite messages. Stocks are saying, growth is coming. Oil is saying, inflation isn't finished. Bond yields are saying, money could stay expensive. Those messages cannot all be right forever. Eventually, one side has to give. And that's where things become interesting. Because if inflation wins, today's market leaders suddenly face a very different environment. But here's the part almost nobody is talking about. The biggest risk isn't that AI fails. The biggest risk is that AI succeeds, just not fast enough. And that changes everything. Let's start with the technology itself. Artificial intelligence is real. It's already changing software. It's changing healthcare. It's changing cybersecurity. It's changing manufacturing. It's changing finance. It's changing customer service. And it's changing dozens of other industries. Companies aren't investing billions because of hype alone. They're investing because they believe AI could become one of the biggest technological shifts in history. But history teaches an important lesson. A revolutionary technology doesn't automatically create revolutionary investments. Railroads changed America. Yet many railroad investors still lost fortunes. The internet transformed the world. Yet thousands of internet companies disappeared. Housing remains essential. Yet that didn't stop the housing bubble from bursting. Technology and stock prices are not the same thing. That's where many investors become confused. The question isn't whether AI will change the future. It almost certainly will. The real question is whether today's stock prices already assume that future has arrived. Because expectations have become incredibly high. Investors no longer want promises. They want proof. They want proof that all this spending creates real profits. They want proof that companies can earn enough money to justify billions invested in data centers. They want proof that customers are willing to pay enough for AI services. That's a much harder challenge. The first stage of every technology boom is driven by excitement. The second stage is driven by results. And results are far more difficult to deliver. Now, here's something many investors don't realize. Millions of people believe they're diversified. They own index funds. They own retirement accounts. They own ETFs. Maybe they even own several different mutual funds. That sounds safe. But look a little closer, and you'll find many of those investments own the exact same companies. The biggest technology giants now make up a massive share of the entire stock market. That means when those companies rise, almost everyone's portfolio rises. But the opposite is also true. If those same companies begin falling together, millions of portfolios fall with them. That's what makes today's market different. It's not that investors own too much stock. It's that so many investors own the same stocks. And here's where expectations become dangerous. Imagine a company reports record revenue. Imagine it reports record profits. Imagine it reports strong customer growth. Normally, that would send the stock soaring, but not when expectations have already reached the sky. Today, companies aren't just expected to do well. They're expected to be perfect. One missed forecast, one weaker outlook, one slower quarter, and billions of dollars can disappear overnight. The higher a company climbs, the less room it has for mistakes. That's the hidden danger behind expensive markets. It's not failure investors fear. It's disappointment. But even if AI companies continue growing, another force could make those stocks worth less. Not because the business has changed, but because money itself became more expensive. And that's where oil enters the story. When people hear that oil prices are rising, most think about one thing: gasoline. But gasoline is only the beginning. Oil is woven into almost every part of the global economy. It powers cargo ships crossing oceans. It fuels airplanes carrying passengers and freight. It helps produce plastics. It helps produce fertilizers. It helps produce chemicals. It helps produce packaging. And it helps produce countless everyday products. Even the food in a grocery store depends on energy. Farm equipment depends on it. Transportation depends on it. Refrigeration depends on it. Every step costs money. Now, imagine oil stays expensive for months. Shipping costs rise. Businesses pay more to move products. Manufacturers pay more to produce them. Airlines pay more for fuel. And eventually, those higher costs work their way into the prices people pay every day. That's how expensive oil keeps inflation alive. And that brings us back to the Federal Reserve. If inflation refuses to fade, the Fed has less room to cut interest rates. It may even feel pressure to keep them higher for longer. Higher rates make borrowing more expensive. Higher rates make bonds more attractive compared to stocks. And higher rates weigh most heavily on the very companies that led this rally, because a large share of their value depends on profits expected far into the future. When money becomes more expensive, those future profits become worth less today. So look at how the pieces connect. Rising oil keeps inflation alive. Persistent inflation keeps interest rates high. High rates pressure the most expensive stocks, and the most expensive stocks are the ones nearly everyone owns. That's the chain reaction hiding beneath a rising market. None of this means a crash is coming tomorrow. It means the foundation is more fragile than the headlines suggest. So what does this mean for you? It means confidence should be balanced with awareness. It means knowing what you actually own, not just how many funds you hold. It means asking whether your portfolio is truly diversified or simply crowded into the same few names. It means remembering that great technology and great investments are not always the same thing. The AI revolution may well reshape the world, but markets are driven by expectations, not just by progress. And when expectations reach the sky, even good results can disappoint. Watch the bond market. Watch oil prices. Watch how the Federal Reserve responds. Because these three stories are quietly becoming one, and the investors who understand that connection will be far better prepared for whatever comes next.